Imagine this, you're out with friends on a Saturday night. The lights, the laughter, the fun, until you get a text. It's your bank, insufficient funds. Your heart sinks. You start questioning every coffee, every impulse buy, every time you thought, I'll figure it out later. Sound familiar? Trust me, you're not alone. Most of us fear the unknown, especially when it comes to money. But what if I told you there's a simple way to take control of your finances, avoid those sleepless nights, and start living like the future millionaire you're meant to be? Wait before you roll your eyes and think, ugh, another boring budget video. Here's the twist. Budgets aren't boring. They're the blueprint to your dream life. Stick with me and you'll see why. You see, it's not about restricting yourself or missing out on the things you love. It's about empowering yourself and making informed choices. With a budget, you'll have a clear picture of where your money goes and how much you can spend guilt-free. Say goodbye to those anxious moments when your bank balance surprises you. Say hello to financial security and the freedom to live life on your own terms. Budgeting isn't about limitations. It's about unlocking endless possibilities. Just imagine the confidence and peace of mind that come with knowing you can say yes to that dream vacation or finally start that business you've always dreamed of. Your stress levels will decrease and your happiness will skyrocket. So let's kiss those sleepless nights goodbye and embrace the power of budgeting. Join me on this journey to financial empowerment and start creating your own path to success. You deserve to live a life of abundance. And it all starts with a simple budget. Trust me, budgets are anything but boring. They're the key to unlocking your future millionaire status. So don't let another day pass by without taking control of your finances. Start living the life you've always imagined. It's time to make your money work for you. Why do you even need a budget? No, really, what's the goal? Is it to travel the world, build your own business, pay off debt, or maybe just stop living paycheck to paycheck? Without a strong why, your budget is just another to-do list you'll abandon. But when you connect it to something meaningful, like the freedom to quit a soul-sucking job or the excitement of owning your first home, it becomes powerful. And no, your why can't be so I can buy avocado toast guilt-free. Although, priorities, right? It's time to give your budget a purpose and watch it transform your life. Next up, reality check time. You need to know where your money's going before you can tell it where to go. Most people, without realizing it, underestimate how much they spend. Those seemingly innocent daily expenses, like $5 coffees or 300 rupee Swiggy orders, add up faster than you can imagine. Every dollar or rupee that slips through your fingers is a missed opportunity to invest in your dreams. It's time to take control. So here's a practical tip for you. Start tracking your expenses today. Use apps like Mint, Wineabbey, or Walnut to keep a close eye on where your money is going. Or if you prefer the old school method, simply grab a notebook. What matters most is that you start today. Don't wait until next month, because every day counts. Waiting means 30 precious days of lost financial progress. It's time to take charge and make every dollar or rupee count towards building your future. Now comes the fun part, deciding what really matters to you. Picture this. My friend always said he couldn't save money, but when he broke down his expenses, he couldn't believe that he was spending more on takeout than his actual rent. Isn't that crazy? But here's the exciting part. You have the power to take control of your finances. Split your spending into needs like rent, groceries and utilities, and wants like streaming subscriptions and dining out. Then assign a percentage of your income to each category. Pro tip: a great starting point is the 50-30-20 rule. 50% for needs, 30% for wants, and 20% for savings. Now, you might be wondering what happens if your needs exceed 50%. Don't worry. Step 4 has you covered. Stay tuned for the next step to financial freedom. Let's be real, your budget is doomed if it keeps hemorrhaging money on unnecessary expenses. If you're spending more than you earn, you're just digging yourself into a financial hole that gets deeper with time. Trust me, that constant stress is not a life anyone wants to live. But fear not, there is an action plan to get you back on track. Start by identifying 2 to 3 expenses that you can reduce or eliminate. Cancel those unused subscriptions, switch to a more affordable phone plan, or maybe cook at home more often. Remember, even small changes can add up significantly. Think of it like a fitness diet. Do you really need 5 cheat meals a week? And let's be honest, do you actually need both Spotify and Apple Music? I think we both know the answer to that. Once you've trimmed the fat from your budget, it's time to build some financial muscle. Take control of your spending, make smarter choices, and start saving for a more secure future. It's time to turn your budget around and forge a path towards financial stability. Here's where the magic happens. Automation. This step turns your budget from a chore into a habit. Excitement. Trigger. Set up automatic transfers for savings and bill payments. Out of sight, out of mind, and into your future. Watching your savings grow while you live your life. That's the kind of passive income mindset that leads to wealth. Fear trigger, and don't skip the tracking. Ignoring your progress is like driving a car without checking the fuel gauge. Eventually you'll stall. Story teaser. I'll share a quick story in a minute that shows how automation changed someone's life, but first, let's talk about the bigger picture. Remember my friend, who was spending more on takeout than rent? He started automating his savings and cutting back on dining out. Within 6 months, he had an emergency fund and enough to invest in his dream, a small startup. That's the power of a budget. Your dream life isn't going to build itself, but the first step is simple. Create your budget. Start today, not tomorrow. Because every day you wait, you're losing time you could be building wealth. Imagine having the freedom to live the life you've always imagined. A budget isn't just about limits. It's about giving you the power to make choices that align with your dreams. It's about taking control of your finances and designing a future that excites you. So are you ready to take control? Let's make it happen. Hit subscribe for more tips on building wealth and designing your dream life. And in the next video, I'll reveal 3 budgeting hacks that even millionaires swear by. You don't want to miss it.